Mythological facts to know to better understand something very bad is going to happen. The ritual of the goddess Morana, Slavic goddess of death and winter. And something very bad is going to happen. Jude, the son of Jules, who is the brother of Nikki, decides to build a straw doll of Rachel using her wedding dress. He says it's to ward off the sorry man, but this is actually a Slavic tradition. In the ritual, an effigy of the goddess Morana would be made out of straw and dressed in white bits of cloth, ribbons, and necklaces. It is after this point that some traditions vary. In some rituals, the effigy would be burned. In others, it would be paraded to a river or pond to be drowned. In some cases, it would be burned and then drowned. The symbolic death of the goddess would then allow for a swift arrival of spring and prosperous crops in the coming year. It is said that in order for the goddess Vesna of spring to live, the goddess Morana must die. Also known as Marzana, mother of Poland, she's the goddess of cold, frost, winter, death, and agriculture. Here's an example of the effigy of Morana. She's known as a pale skin, long dark hair, and sometimes she's known with the claws and fangs of a wolf. She is sometimes likened to the Germanic demon Mare, who would come in the night to sit on victims' chests until they suffocated. She is also often compared to the Altonian/Greek goddess Hecate, who is known as the triple moon goddess, the goddess of dogs, goddess of keys to the underworld, torches for guidance, labyrinths, serpents, rebirth. And in the show, we see the significance of dogs. We see the significance of keys. Rachel uses a key to stab the immortal man. Morana is also associated with the goddess Kali, Hindu goddess, who is known for destruction and creation. All three goddesses are known to be living in the liminal space between life and death. And they all have a lot of arms with weaponry and snakes. All of these goddesses also have a history of being demonized, of being misunderstood, of originally having a very high role of respect in society, in their cultures, in their regions, and then being demoted into these wicked, villainous female archetypes. Another important point to note is Rachel's back tattoo, which I suspect is Yggdrasil, the Norse mythological tree of life. Yggdrasil is said to connect the 9 worlds of the universe. It holds the whole universe, and its roots reach down to the underworld, the realm of the dead. Ygg is supposed to be another word for Odin, father of fathers, like he's kind of the Zeus of Norse mythology. And Yggdrasil is horse. So Yggdrasil is kind of like the horse of Odin, which is so funny because Morana is the mare of death. The horses. And it is the year of the horse. What? That Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen has released 2026. Other interesting things to note during the show. When Rachel goes to the swan dive, she meets up with the bartender who says that the last person, Benjamin, hung himself on an electrical cord. Interesting. Odin, electricity, hanging. Odin hung himself from Yggdrasil for 9 days. He sacrificed himself in order to gain true sight, to be able to see the future, to see what was, what is, what ought to be, and to have some other cool powers. At the roots of the tree is the Well of Urd, or the Well of Fate. Guess what else lives down under? Freaking swans. There's also a dragon that gnaws at the roots. There's also some snakes. A lot of animals up on that tree. In some stories, the swans bend their necks together so it looks like a heart. And they symbolize love and fertility. The Norns, similar to the Greek fates, live there by the well, and they nourish the tree with water from the well. And they are Urd, Varandi, and Skald. Past, present, future. That scene where she goes into the chest that has the roots, I do believe those roots symbolize the roots of Yggdrasil. But is she the dragon? Is she the snake? Is she the hawk? Is she the eagle? Is she one of the swans? Or is she one of the Norns? We don't know what she's doing in there, but it sounds very breathy, and it gets her ready to do certain things with Nikki. However, given that the three main roots of the trees, one of them leads to the underworld, it could be symbolic of her foreshadowed death. All of these symbols point to the idea that she was destined to die and to rise again as the immortal woman. The bad feeling she felt when she was at the airport, was it the plane or was it sensing Nikki? And the fact that she couldn't move from that spot despite feeling so bad might mean that she was fated to meet him and reach her demise and resurrection. Yggdrasil also foreshadows Ragnarok, the end of the universe. The burning of the tree, it suggests the end of the universe, but also the end of Odin. There's an official end to Odin. Odin being the father of fathers. Ultimate symbolism of patriarchy. Hello, immortal man. And so in order for the rise of the matriarchy, the patriarchy must fall. And so it is foretold at the roots of the tree that there will be redemption for the divine feminine, Morana, Hecate, Kali. Yeah, so I hope that helps you understand something, and I hope you rewatch the show with new eyes and look more, because there are other symbols that I have yet to go over from that show. There's a lot.